Thank you for joining us today as we talk about garbage truck safety. My name is Mariano Reyes, and I'm with the Solid Waste Management Department. Did you know that Mesa's entire fleet of garbage trucks travel more than 1.4 million miles per year as they service all of Mesa's trash, recycle, and green yard waste barrel? Even more impressive is that each truck collects on average about 1,000 barrels a day. So when you do the math, that equals roughly to more than 10 million barrels per year. That's why garbage truck safety is very important. And I'm here today with Armando Sapien, who's the safety coordinator for solid waste. Thank you for joining us. And so our garbage trucks, they begin the safety practices even before they hit the streets. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Sure. Each day prior to the beginning of their route, our operators are required to conduct a 60-point vehicle safety inspection. It includes such items as window visibility, mirrors, backup cameras, backup alarms, side cameras, and last but certainly not least, the braking system. If all of the systems check out and everything is okay, then they're free to go for the rest of the day.
Okay. And all these inspections, they occur on a daily basis then?
Absolutely. Not only at the beginning of their shift, but also at the end of their shift, they do the same 60-point vehicle safety inspection.
Well, it's great to know that our trucks are being inspected on a daily basis. And actually, a lot of the things that you mentioned are things that we probably should be checking on our own vehicles. You know, you mentioned the brakes and the lights and so forth. So again, I'd like to thank you for stopping by and talking with us about the pre-trip inspection. I'm here with Isaias Garcia Romero, one of our solid waste operators. Thanks for joining us, Isaias. Now, I recently had an opportunity to ride along with you as you serviced one of Mesa's neighborhoods on the garbage truck. And I have to say, it was quite an interesting experience. And one of the things that I first noticed when I got into the cab was just all that equipment that's in the truck, particularly on the driver's side. And I definitely want to talk about that. But one of the things that I also noticed as we were driving along, and first want to talk about, was the noise level in the cab of the vehicle. I noticed as we were driving around servicing the barrels, it was loud in the cab. Where was all that noise coming from?
All that noise that you hear inside the cab generally comes from the engine or the equipment that's moving, such as the arm and the grippers. Also our dispatch radio, whenever we get calls, it can be a little bit loud. Therefore, our department actually provides us with hearing protection to shield us from that noise.
Okay, so imagine with the noise that's going on inside the cab, it makes it a bit difficult to hear anything outside of the cab.
Yes, it can make it fairly difficult, which is why we like to instruct our residents to be extra vigilant and careful around trucks or our service trucks.
I also noticed that as we were sitting up on the cab, even though we were high up, the outward visibility was still somewhat limited.
Yes, just like any other large vehicle out there, we have limited outward visibility, which we instruct our residents to be able to stay out of harm's way. We generally provide them with a rule of thumb to stay at least truck's length away while our truck is operational.
Okay. Well, that's a great tip to remember. Now, I also want to again touch on the equipment that was in the truck. Particularly, I saw that there were some monitors in there. What are those monitors for, and how do they help you on your daily basis?
Yes, we do have some monitors in there, and they're either mounted up on top or on the dash. They're used to convey the cameras that we have that are mounted on the vehicle outside of our truck. We have 3 separate cameras, and we use those monitors to look through them.
Okay. So, and then continuing on with the long lines of safety, what are some of the other safety features that are on the vehicle?
Besides the cameras that we have mounted outside, one is up on top of the hopper. The one is on the side of the vehicle to help us with that outward limited visibility, and one's on the rear camera, which functions as soon as we put that truck in reverse. Another thing that comes on is the backup warning system. We also have different alarms that will sound off if any of our operational equipment is out of place.
Okay. And I noticed that when we were driving around, you were actually following a sequence of events each time we would come up to a home to pick up a barrel. Can you tell us a little bit about what goes on each time you approach a home and you're going to service the barrel?
Yes, as we're coming up to a barrel, we're scanning the area, ensuring that there's no obstructions in our way. We're looking, we have right side drive vehicles, which we have to look on the opposite end of our range to see, making sure that that side is clear. As we're coming up to the barrel, we're ensuring that there's, like I said, no obstructions. We're watching our overhead clearance. Once we come up to the spot where we want to service the barrel, we come to a complete stop, and we still scan our area, ensuring that when we start to bring our arm in motion using our joystick, we do not in any way, shape, or form harm anything around us. We'll go ahead and use that same joystick to activate the grippers, and we'll control the way it grips the can. We'll take it up into the air, all while maintaining visibility of the can and our surroundings, ensuring that everything is safely functioning. Then we'll focus our attention on our monitor, which shows us what we're dumping into our body, ensuring that we don't have any hazardous waste in there. Right before we're about to set it down, we scan the area again, making sure that it's safe to do so. That arm's gonna come down. Once the barrel touches ground, we'll release it. We'll scan the area once again before we drive away to the next can.
Oh, okay. So now, even with all the safety features that are on the vehicle and the caution that's taken by our operators, we still need help from our residents in order to keep everyone safe. So what are some of the things that we should know?
The easiest thing you should know is that even though you're still seeing us, it might be a little bit hard for us to see you, and we're still out there scanning the area and focusing on our job. The best thing to do is to stay a safe way, noticing that until you notice that you have our full attention.
Now, I have two nieces, and they love garbage trucks, which I know there's other kids out there that also love garbage trucks. I know our office periodically receives emails from parents, from kids who just enjoy watching them. And of course, we don't want to prevent them from doing that, but how can we safely watch a garbage truck picking up the barrels in our neighborhoods?
A great advantage and viewing point is actually from inside the house, the front window. That's the perfect spot for you to be able to see us do our daily duties. However, if you do feel like you want to be outside, which is perfectly fine, up against the house would be best.
And how about rolling the barrel back in once it's been serviced? What's the safest time that we can actually do that?
Generally, the safest and most easiest way to do that is when the truck has cleared the street completely.
And I know I'm normally really good about putting my barrel out by 6 a.m. on collection day, both on trash and recycle day, but every now and then even I forget to put my barrel out in time until I hear the truck coming down the street. So then I find myself that I'm racing out to try to get the barrel out before the truck gets to my home. It's probably not the safest thing to do.
It's actually not a very safe, practical thing to do, unfortunately. The easiest thing to do is just hold off, give our customer service line a call at 480-644-2221 to go ahead and schedule the best time for us to come back and service that barrel.
Okay. And now, let's say if I see the truck servicing the barrels down my neighborhood and I notice that the truck is having some problems emptying out some of the barrels, should I provide some assistance?
No, as much as we do appreciate, I should say, all of the residents intend to help us out, it's best to let us handle it. We'll go ahead and shut the truck completely down, and we'll go ahead and assess the situation and come up with a solution ourselves.
Are there any other safety reminders that our residents should be aware of?
Yes, we ask our residents to refrain from getting into any of the trash or recycle barrels. We never know what has been put inside of them, and also to have the kids not play around the trash barrels. You never know when our trucks are coming down the street to service them. And to please have the kids wave and our residents wave at us. It really makes our day.
Well, again, great information. We thank you for everything you do. So again, Isaiah, thank you for allowing me to be able to ride along with you and get an experience of what it's like as you guys go out and collect your trash barrels. Again, if you have any questions about garbage truck safety, you can always feel free to send us an email at waste.info@mesaaz.gov, or you can visit our website at mesarecycles.org.